Coach Onofre, you can just start with a statement about the performance today.
Yeah, my biggest concern is that the coach was coming off a great win last week and having a little bit of a hangover this week. And we talked about it all week in practice. That's your fear. So people talk about, coming off an emotional win or emotional loss, that, your team, it's the hardest thing to do is get your team prepared. And I'll tell you what, these kids did a great job today. I felt like they were firing on all cylinders right from the first play of the game. I know it was called back, but returned the open kickoff for a touchdown, and the excitement and the enthusiasm was there with these guys, and I couldn't be more proud of them. I think at this point in the season right now, I think we're clicking on all cylinders, and we got a few things we got to fix. Obviously, the penalties are a problem for us, and they're going to hurt us in the long run. But overall, the excitement and the way they came out and played today was outstanding.
RJ, talk about that first drive and kind of avoiding the hangover from beating Delaware last week. Come out 8 plays, 91 yards to get up 7-0.
Coach Bowles put together a great first drive. The play calls were perfect for the situations, and we just went out there and executed. We wanted to start fast, and that's exactly what we did.
James, you come out, you have 3.5 sacks today, 2 last week, 5.5 sacks in 2 games. Just talk about what you would bring to the defense right now.
Nothing really changed. I just playing a little more aggressive right now than I did the first few weeks. Our secondary is doing a great job back there, keeping the quarterback from throwing the ball, and I'm just playing as hard as I can out there.
How much pride is there for this defense to keep teams to where you hold them? You gave up 291 yards total today, 61 rushing yards again. How much of pride does the defense take in that?
A lot of pride. We take our pride as a great run-stopping defense. We want to play as aggressive as we can and just hit people as much as we can. And we're just big on playing as fast as possible all the time.
RJ, a bunch of receivers again this week. You had 7 or 8 targets that you went to last week, 4 this week. Just kind of the different weapons you have to give yourself some room and time in that backfield when you're on offense.
It's great to have a lot of guys that I can trust and that I know will be in the right spot at the right time with good hands. I mean, as a quarterback, you hope that you have good receivers that can catch the ball and then get up the field as soon as they catch it. So having multiple guys I can go to means a lot and helps this offense greatly.
Coach Onofre, how important is it to get off to that quick start? You scored the first 4 drives, 28-0. How important is that to today's game, but also getting into the conference play now?
Well, it was big for us because that was my biggest concern coming in, is to start fast and play fast. When you go up 28-0 and score in the first 4 possessions, that's something that you want all the time. And it was good confidence for the kids. It was great to see them come out and start fast and play together. It was also good to see some of the younger kids step up. We talk about all the time, everybody has a role. Do your job, and you're an important part of the piece of the puzzle here. No matter what your job is, count on you to do things. And my biggest concern is that the kids played hard, they played fast, and they played for 60 minutes. And we talk about all the time, if you do those things, you cut down on the mistakes, there's a pretty good chance that you're going to win the majority of your ball games.
Look a little about James' performance both this week and last week. 5.5 sacks in the 2 games, both wins.
Yeah, I told the team this week, it was on the sidelines and see the emotion and the battle and the fighting that they did, and then to come out here today and do what they did, and to sit back and watch guys, just play hard and have fun doing it, and to watch 44, Renzi coming off the edge, and the kid's all over the field, and I'm glad I got him for 2 more years, but he's always big in the pass rush, but when you watch him, when the ball's run away from him too, he's usually always the one running people down and chasing it down. The kid just plays. Talk about someone who plays hard for 60 minutes every day in practice. He's a joy to watch. I'm glad he's with us for 2 more years.
You head on the road next week, traveling out to Duquesne. Just talk a little bit about kind of look forward.
Yeah, it's going to be a big game. They're a good football team. Last year it came down to us and them at the end of the year. We ended up winning the game and going to the playoffs, and they were right on our heels. And this year it's going to come down to, like I talked about earlier in the year, whoever's healthiest at the end of the year and whoever's playing or on a roll at that time, whoever gets hot at the end of the year. And I know Duquesne's, they've won 4 in a row. They're a very good football team. We're going on the road, so it's a challenge for us. We're going to face some adversity going, to Pittsburgh. But our kids are up for it, and I think they're ready to go. And we talked about it today that we got to have a great week of practice, and it's a business trip starting next Friday for us.
Thanks very much, gentlemen. Great win.
Thank you.